everybody. Today is Tuesday, August 24th, 21.
It is?
2021.
2021.
So we were cracking up yesterday because as we started the video, I said it's August 23rd, 2021. And I was like, that sounds wrong.
She stops the video and she looks at me and she says, I said 2021. And I said, it is 2021.
It sounds ridiculous. So 2021, that's what I'm going with. 2021 sounds like the Jetsons are been and gone already. They haven't even gotten here yet. Anyway, so we got up this morning at, what's the name of the marina? I mean the anchorage?
I have no idea. Was I there?
I cannot remember. Too many days in a row.
Where do we wake up this morning?
South Carolina.
Skull Creek.
Skull
North.
Creek. Oh yeah, the kind of
the deep
sketchy
anchorage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turned out wonderful. We
Yeah.
actually made our salon couch out. We have accommodations in the salon as well, quite comfortable. It's not a simple fold out bed. It's pretty nice. All of our guests stay on there. Not that we have tons, but anyway, we
Some
actually
people
slept
like
there.
us.
Yeah, we actually slept there last night to be able to watch in case we drug anchor. So we did, slept fine, didn't drag. It was all good. Everything was fine. The weather was calm. We stayed put all night long. So got up this morning.
Got up early.
Yeah, we got up early this morning.
6:50, something like that. Just before 7, I think.
Yeah. Foggy. It was foggy this morning out in the Sound. We had to immediately cross Hilton Head Sound, and or the Sound at Hilton Head. I'm not sure of the proper name of it, but just to the north of Hilton Head. So it was foggy out there, but we didn't really cross in the fog. It burnt off by the time we got underway at about 8:15 this morning.
You could see the sun burning through. Like if there were some cool pictures that we took of that.
Yeah.
Looked like the moon, where it's like
cool
covered,
stuff.
Yeah, covered by clouds.
So we got underway at 8:15. Everything went very smooth. We were headed to our anchorage today. Where we're at right now is Toogoodoo Creek. I hope I'm saying that right. South Carolina. I'll tell you, at Toogoodoo.
Toogoodoo.
If we're wrong, you let us know. But that's the way we see it. And it's actually a very nice anchorage. It's much like the one before Skull Creek. We're out pretty much in the middle of nowhere. We're the only boat here. We haven't passed 10, 15 boats today.
Tops, yeah.
Tops, if that many.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're here in the creek. Depth coming in at low tide was about 7 feet. We're going to get about a 7-foot rise, I think, on the tide. And so, yeah, when it's all said and done, it should be fine. So that's where we are right now. But we left Hilton Head, Skull Creek, and we cruised to Beaufort, South Carolina, to the Beaufort City Dock. And we took on fuel there today, about 175 gallons of diesel.
That's called something else now. Safe Harbor.
Safe Harbor, yeah. It's a Safe Harbor marina.
They're eating them all up, but that's one now. Safe Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we took on fuel and water and ice and beer and dumped trash and the usual provision.
Yeah, jumped off actually on the dock and walked up to the dock to the ship store. Ship store is beautiful.
Yeah.
The whole facility was great to get fuel at.
Dock hands were great.
Yeah, they were very good. Easy docking. I'm sure if the current was raging through there, it could be a little more fun. But it's a T-dock, and it's a very long dock.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah, so we slipped in and out of there effortlessly and took on about 175 gallons of fuel, some beer, for guests, because we don't really drink. Cheers.
Maybe. Cheers. Maybe like 20 gallons of water.
Yeah, we topped off our water tank and about 4 bags of ice, and back on our merry way.
Oh, wait, we got to pet a boat dog.
Oh, yeah.
Some dude in front of it, or came in front of us on a sailboat. It was just a single-hander sailboat guy. But he had a cute little dog, like a, 20-pound something.
Yeah, perfect size boat dog, which we want a dog. We're going to try to get a dog. We're just not positive on what dog we want. I don't know. The saga has been going on for a long time.
Anyway, it was really cute, and I didn't even take its picture, but it was really soft and very friendly, so I was very happy about it.
It's a good dog.
Yeah.
And Beaufort is a cool place. The reason we know some of the places like Beaufort is we went on a road trip to the Outer Banks from Florida. I don't know, a few years back.
Long time ago, like 2014 or something like that.
Something like
Long
that.
time
Yeah.
ago.
Great trip. One of the best trips we ever had. Just a road trip. We
the
vowed.
Jeep?
Yeah, we were in the Jeep. We vowed to stay next to the water, as close as we could to the water, the entire time, and eat our favorite seafood every single night. So that's what we did. We went up A1A as far as we could go, and we stayed on Coastal Highway 17
The rest of the time.
through the rest of the time, because it's all marsh. And you look out across that miles of that grass and the winding creeks, and you think, wow, that's really cool out there. Well, guess where we're at?
That's where we are.
That's where we've been for days now. And so now we're seeing the other side of it. But yeah, it's really cool. So that's where we know at Beaufort. And we looked up, because there's Beaufort in North Carolina and Beaufort in South Carolina.
Spelled exactly the same.
Yeah, so we Googled it.
Yeah, spelled Beaufort. Yeah, we Googled it.
Yeah, to figure out how you pronounce it.
You got the lady that tells you Beaufort.
Yeah,
and
South
Beaufort.
Carolina is Beaufort, and North Carolina
Maybe
is
she's wrong.
Beaufort.
I don't know. That's what we're
That's
going
what
with.
they told us. So correct us. Feel free to correct us.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we took on fuel at Beaufort, and then along the way we ran through a couple different places. We hit ground again today. Now, when we say we hit ground,
3 times.
when we say we hit ground, we didn't wander off course and hit ground somewhere. We were right in the channel and we hit ground.
Right in the middle.
One thing that it's important to say is we don't deal with tides in South Florida, as anybody from South Florida knows. We got, in Fort Pierce there's 2 feet, and down in the Keys on the Bayside there's 6 inches. Not sure on the outside, maybe a foot or something like that.
Probably.
But
It's
we're
not
talking,
what's here.
yeah, we're 7 and 8 feet here, which is crazy. But still yet, the charts at mean low water, unless we're horribly wrong, they say at mean low water they give you a depth. So these creeks that we're coming through, that we're bottoming out at, they're saying anywhere from 12, maybe 8. Maybe some of them say 8.
Yeah.
All right. But that should be mean low water. So that should be it. We're showing depths of 4 feet, and we draft 3.5 feet. And of course, when you're powered up a little bit, we only run about 6.5 to 7.5 knots. So we're just putting along. But we hit today. It made a sound today. It wasn't just a feeling.
It was
just for a moment there.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, it's where your hair stands up on the back of your neck and your hair stands up on the back of your wallet, and you
Oh
you
my
cringe
God.
for a second.
You're waiting for the next noise.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
The best price we've ever found on our props are $2,500 each. So we don't want to. We love our props. We don't want to trade them in.
They're beautiful.
They are beautiful. Yeah. So in Watts Creek, and it was a long creek. It was a long.
Yeah.
And right
Probably
after
2 miles, right?
Yeah.
2 miles.
Something like that. And right after Watts Creek, there was an area where the pilings were all together shifted. They were completely not
my
where they
God,
were
yeah.
supposed to be. Obviously, they've made a change, and it's not depicted on Navionics yet or on Garmin on the charts.
I think it was like 111, 112, somewhere in that neighborhood of marker numbers.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but that
we're
was
terrible at that. We make a mental note, but we don't write it down.
It is noted, though, on Navionics that the channel has recently been dredged. I don't remember reading that the channel markers were all different, but it did say follow the markers.
Yeah.
Recently dredged, follow the markers.
Yeah, so we had no choice but to follow markers and just inch along, watch the depth, and everything was good. Oh, one other thing in Watts Creek, we see an alligator.
Or a croc.
Or croc. We don't know. I thought crocs were south and other places, not this far north. But anyway, we saw one. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. So anyway, we saw an alligator or a crocodile.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the first one we've seen. I thought we would have seen more by now. Really did.
In the marshy, it's, you think it's marshy, but it's salt water.
But it is salt water, so I don't know. Anyway, so we saw the alligator in the creek.
That was our wild animal today because we had the horses and the cows and the bulls. I feel like I'm going on a camping trip and I'm taking an apple and a banana. So we saw the boars and then now the crocodile or the alligator.
Yeah.
Plus all the dolphin. More dolphin today.
More dolphin today. Mm-hmm. Not as many today, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
As the previous few days. So we ran across a couple of sounds. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a big sound out by the inlet that we had to traverse today. And it took quite a while to get around it, as they normally do. But this one had a good bit of wind going today. So it was a bit choppy coming through the sounds. No problems whatsoever. But it was blowing 2-footers in the sounds.
It was following us, so that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
But we did get a couple of good sprays over the bow, right?
Yeah, we took a couple of sprays over the bows. Unfortunately for the bicycles, we'll have to go down there and pump spray WD-40 on them to keep them from rusting, but whatever. So yeah, it was, but we had good speed today, really good speed. And the last few days, probably the first 2 days, 3 days that we took off, maybe somewhere, noises in the water, something splashing. There's fish in here?
What? Don't tell Andy.
Okay. So anyway, we got a good push today. We were running sometimes up 8+ knots, 8.5 knots. And we typically run around 6.5, 7 knots, what we hope for, that kind of thing. We could push the throttles up and do that, no problem whatsoever, but then your fuel economy starts to tank down. And the fact of the matter is, where are we going?
Yeah, then you're missing it. It's about the journey.
Yeah, we just want to putt along, look through the binoculars, take lots of pictures through the telephoto lens. One thing we haven't mentioned, and we've seen them since Georgia and on up, is the spoonbill rosettes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you first see them, you think pink flamingos, but they're not flamingos. They're rosettes, but they eat shrimp, so that's why they're pink, from what I understand. But they're really cool. They're the same color as flamingos, but you see them all up and down the marshlands up
We
there.
didn't see any today that I remember. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, seen a few today. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little windy today, bumpy in the sound a little bit, but we made good speed. So what else? We're anchored in Toogoodoo Creek.
I hope that's what it is.
Toogoodoo. Too good. Do.
Where does it end?
We can have a lot of fun
Not
with
today,
that.
Ron.
There are probably people that live here that are getting mad right now.
I know. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, this is only really for families. So
yeah, that's it.
They don't know what we're saying.
So we're gonna have a short day tomorrow to Charleston, like a half day sort of day.
Half day, 25 miles, something like that.
Something
Nautical
like that.
miles.
Yeah, we usually run about our goal is like 50 miles a day. Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's most of the time it's 50 and change, or 48, 53, something like that.
Right.
When we run from the storms down in the Keys, we run 100 miles a day. Push it a little harder and need
Long
to get
days.
Yeah, but it takes us 12, 14 hours to do that. So
yeah.
and that's just moving along too fast to enjoy everything.
Yep.
But anyway.
So tomorrow we'll be in Charlotte.
Yeah,
Charleston.
Charleston. Be in Charleston tomorrow sometime. Yep. And we're going to be anchored outside of a marina there. And my parents are within 20 minutes, I think, in their motor home. So we're going to get to visit with them. And then Wendy got a text today.
Yeah. My sister Cindy's coming to visit for the weekend. She's going to fly in and Uber to the boat, and then she'll stay with us on the boat for the weekend. A nice long weekend.
Yeah, she's coming in on Friday and be going back on Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get our parents, see if they'll be chauffeurs and run to the airport with us and pick Cindy up and drop
or
her back
Uber,
off,
whatever.
or Uber,
yeah,
whatever works out.
Yeah, we'll putz around for the weekend, but I'm very excited about that. So maybe she'll get in one of our videos.
Yeah.
And Cindy's coming.
So that's about it.
Yeah.
One last note I had, we took on fuel today. We actually hold about 400 gallons of fuel. It's not a huge capacity on this boat, but it is respectable for this boat, a 40-footer. So we hold 400 gallons. We really never take on more than, or fill them up more than about 350, 325, something like that. Just because she's an older boat with older black iron tanks. And so when we took on fuel today, it wasn't out of necessity. It was just like, well, we are down slightly below half tank. And one thing there's not a 7-Eleven on every corner here. Trust me. Or a fuel stop. So
only dolphins.
Yeah. So in my OCD kind of anal way of being,
What?
I can't believe it.
No, I'm not buying
I
it.
seen a fuel stop and thought, well, it's a great time. We needed beer anyway and ice.
It literally was like that because we were both on the bridge. You were piloting anyway. But we were up there and he's like, oh, there's fuel. Yeah, it's right there. So maybe I'm going to stop. Okay. At this marina right here? Yeah, is there another one today with fuel? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. And he's like, okay, well, then this is the one. Here we go.
This one sounds good. Here we go.
I ran downstairs and dropped the lines, and here we go.
Worked out wonderfully.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So we took on 175 gallons. We're back up over 3/4 of a tank, or right about 3/4 of a tank on each side, 300 gallons. So there we are. Other than that.
Okay, you got to do the thing. Ready? Love you, bye.